How's it going, YouTube? I got another pickups video for you guys. I got a bunch of stuff here. I think I said in my past video that one of the pawn stores was having a huge sale yesterday, and so I checked it out. Got a bunch of stuff, so I'll go ahead and jump right in, hopefully to get this all in one video. So, like I said, yesterday was the 6th, and they were having like a customer appreciation day, and the store opened at 9, and I had to be at work at noon. So, I was there at as soon as the door opened, and a little disappointed. I'll go ahead and show what I got here. Their quality of stuff wasn't really that great, and I was just in there last Thursday, or excuse me, I was there on Wednesday, and it didn't really look that great then either. But I was hoping for their sale they would have put a bunch more stuff out. So I got a couple things here, and I'll go ahead and show. All their Wii games, PS3 and 360 games were $3. So I picked up Saint, which is a game I had never heard of. It looked kind of interesting, and I'm not even exactly sure what kind of game it is. It shows little elements of fighting, of side-scrolling, so I'm not even really sure. It just looked kind of interesting. So $3, I figured I'd take a chance on it. Um, Picked up Rayman Origins. I believe this one is complete. Yeah. So at least Rayman's a pretty popular title. So I was, happy to pick that up for $3. Uh, and then I picked up their PS2 games were $1, so I picked up Onimusha, if I said that correctly. This is actually sealed, if you can tell that. That was really the only reason I picked it up. They had 2 copies, so I thought about picking up a second one, but I might just end up opening this one. I don't know. In fact, now that I look at it, it actually has a tear down there, so I'll probably just end up opening it. But when I first saw that it was sealed, I thought it for $1. It was, cool to pick it up. Um, and I didn't see too much else that I wanted. They didn't really have any great DS games. Their Xbox games were crap, and most of their PS2 games were crap. So I went to their movies. Their seasons of the shows were $3. So I picked up Dragon Ball Z Season 1. They had a couple other seasons when I had last looked, but I guess they got picked up, before their sale went on Thursday or something like that. So I got Season 1. I'll probably check it out or something. So feeling a little disappointed that that's all I could find at the sale. I actually called Keith of the Robotnik brothers and asked him if there's any games he was looking for, and even he had a hard time, finding some games, and he was listing some games he was looking for, and we couldn't find them. So the best I could come up with for him was Battlefield Bad Company 2 for the 360 and Connectimals with bears. So that goes to show you how disappointing the selection of games was at that sale. So I still had so Keith, real quick, Keith, those are for you. Like we discussed, no worries. Um, so I still had like 2.5 hours before I had to go into work, and so feeling pretty disappointed that that was this big sale. I knew where a Goodwill was kind of nearby, so I went there. Realized that there was another pawn store right next to this Goodwill, a super pawn. These are all that was a super pawn having that sale. So this was another store. So I figured, what the heck, and I went in, and they were also having a big sale. Uh, and like the first store, that their selection was pretty crappy. But I did end up finding Dragon Quest Swords, the Masked Queen and the Tower of Mirrors. Um, this one is complete. It's got the manual hidden in there, and I'm not sure exactly how much of an RPG it is. I know you're actually slashing the Wii remote, but it's Dragon Quest, so I definitely want to pick it up. Unfortunately, this one was $5, which is still a decent price, but I was really hoping for 3, and I even told them, I was like, hey, the other store was $3, and but they wouldn't go down, so I paid $5 for Dragon Quest Swords. So I still had a few more some time, and I think I've mentioned before that there was a pawn store that had Chrono Trigger DS for $10. So I actually drove all the way to that one, which was kind of out of the way, and they were having the sale, but they didn't want to bring the prices down on their games. I think he told me that they're normally $9.99, and he told me $8.99. So I just walked out. I didn't even want to deal with them. So went to work, got up kind of early, and I was like, I might as well hit up a few more pawn stores if they're all having this sale. So I drove to a couple other ones. I drove to the one that I normally had. I just found that Pokemon game for $5. So I went in. That happens to be the same pawn store also. So their PlayStation games were $1, and their DVDs were 50 cents. So I picked up World Destruction League Thunder Tanks, which just kind of looks like battle tanks for the PlayStation 2. So they look kind of fun and goofy, and $1. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. It's complete, I believe. Yeah. So for $1, I figured I'd take a chance on it. It could be fun. And I scoured through their DVDs and found a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So that was 50 cents. So when I went up to, and I found a couple other Disney movies too for 50 cents. So I went up to ring up. Uh, the guy rang the PlayStation 2 game up as 50 cents also. So I got it for 50 cents. So I was really cool about that. I believe I am going to watch this, and then I'm going to give this to Austin for Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Austin. That's for you. So the next store had nothing that I really wanted, but their PlayStation 2 games were 50 cents. And it pains me that I can only come up with two. Like the rest of them were really just absolute garbage. And I really like collecting for the PlayStation 2, but Justin made fun of my picks last week, so I just got a couple here. I got Red Faction and Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles. I think I have 1 and 3, so I still need to find 2, I guess now. But like I said, 50 cents, I totally picked them up. The rest of them were really Sing Star and Dance Dance and all that stuff. So I couldn't even bring myself to pay 50 cents for those. So um, next store I hit is this was the only game I found that I want, and this is Heroes of Mana for the DS. It is complete. I am only now missing Legend of Mana on the PlayStation 1 to complete the whole Mana series, so that's kind of cool. I liked Secret of Mana. I liked Children of Mana for the DS. I have Dawn of Mana for the PlayStation 2, Sword of Mana for the Game Boy Advance. So it's really, really cool to find this. I actually found this one other time at the flea market, but it had the wrong game inside, so I was kind of disappointed with that. But anyway, this was actually in a woman's hand, and she had like 6 DS games in her hand, and she was trying to ask her son which ones he wanted, and her son was like, I don't know, 4 or 5, and so I was standing behind her like, just please put this back, please put this back, please put that back, and finally, she's like, one at a time holding the games up for her son, and he's, and I was like, yes. So like, it didn't even hit the shelf. I, scooped it up immediately. Again, they wanted $5, which is a good price for this. I don't think it's not a terribly expensive game or anything, but I was buying all these, $3 games, $1 games, 50 cents. I was really hoping to get it for a few dollars less, but $5, I went ahead and paid it, and got Heroes of Mana, and it's complete, which is great because I don't really find too many DS games complete, so it's kind of cool. These next 2 finds are honestly just absolute gold. I was shocked that I found these. Just great, great, great. I was so happy. The first one here is from a pawn store I've been to a bunch of times, like all the other ones. They told me all their games were $5, and so I went through the rack, and I knew this store. They had a bunch of Wii games. Most of them are normal titles, stuff that no one wants. And they had them listed appropriate, for $5 or something like that, $7. And then they had Mario Party 8 for $35. So I know someone had looked on eBay at some point. So I figured for $5 I'll go pick that one up right now. Well, that one wasn't there anymore. Instead, I found Wii Party, which I already own, but this is a great game, and this is actually going to be a Christmas present for our nieces, who we just went and visited in Oklahoma. I brought mine, and they had a great time with it. So it was cool to find this, and I'll get them for them, give it to them for Christmas. So that was really cool. But so as I'm up to the counter with this, I was planning on just buying Wii Party here, and I see they have a couple of DS games in their cases just on the counter. And so I asked about their DS games, and she's got a Ziploc bag with a ton of them. So I go through them all, and I ask her how much the DS games are, and she says $5. So I pull out a bunch here. I pull out New Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 64 DS, a second copy of New Super Mario Brothers, which with a sticker that says 1999 on it, Mario versus Donkey Kong in Mini Land Mayhem, and Mario Kart DS. And I already had Mario Kart DS and a new Super Mario Brothers. But for $5, I was thinking, I was like, that's not a terrible price. So I go up to the counter with all those, and I ask if she would do all six of these for $20 even. And she told me that was cool. So I paid a little over what, $3 for all six of these games. So I was extremely happy with their generosity and for hooking me up. And of course, I had buried the one with the sticker here underneath it all just in case she decided to look through them, which she didn't. But I wasn't gonna willingly show her that that one was marked for $20. But so I paid $3 or $20 total for those six games. So that was very happy. This next stop is honestly just absolutely was great. Uh, I walked in the store and it was packed, and it's like 3, 4 in the afternoon now, so I probably missed any of these great games that were there. And so I go in there and I see their game case, and the first thing I see is, if I can hold them, Mario 64 and South Park Rally for $1 each, and I'm like, oh, those are mine. And so I immediately get in line because if you're not familiar with pawn stores, most of the time you have to wait in line to be seen by someone, and then they can come open the game case for you, and you can pick the games out. So I didn't even like look at their games. I just told myself I want these, so I got in line immediately, waited, the 5, 6 minutes, the whole time, like, please, no one go to that game case and take those. Um, thinking $1 is an awesome deal for Mario 64 and stuff. So finally, someone comes to help me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Someone comes to help me. I just grab these out of the case, and and she's like, "Oh, you still have the system for those?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, and so she's like, "Is that all you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll look a little bit here." So I look a little bit. I see some DS games, and I see uh, Pokemon White just laying there by itself. Not by itself. Right next to it is another Pokemon game. I think Pokemon Pearl, which I already have, but it was in a little Ziploc bag, and somebody had written $30 on that bag. So why this one wasn't in a bag and marked, I don't know. But so I took this and kind of put on my stack of 64 games here, and I look a little bit further, and I see GoldenEye 007 for the Wii. It's just a remake of the 64 version, but it's fun, and I actually have a couple buddies who play with it over the Wi-Fi, so I'll probably join them. And I don't even think it's complete; it's just the game, no manual. But I'm thinking, oh, I was like, I wonder what I can get for all this stuff. So I had that. I look a little bit further, and I see Pokemon Battle Revolution, and again, no price tag or anything like that. And it's in a rental case, so that's a little disappointing, but I still wasn't going to leave it there. So, so I add that to my stack. I look a little bit further, and I see Pokemon White version 2 complete. And then sitting on top of that is Pokemon Black version 2 complete. And now by this point I'm just giggling with excitement. And so I'm just about to go to the counter, and I just kind of take one last sweep through it. And I don't know how I missed these, but Zelda Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. So no price tags on it. So I get all these out, and I tell her, like, I think these are all the ones I want. And so she puts them on top of the shelf, and she's like, well, "How much are you looking to spend?" And I think for a second, and I know I told Retro Rewinder that anytime I'm asked that question, I say $1, but I just knew they weren't going to take what, 9 games, they weren't going to take $9 for it all. So I say 25, and she goes up to her manager, and they're packed, they're busy, and she says, hey, he wants to do 25 for these, and he just kind of glances, and that was it. So $25, I got. See if I can show everything here. Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, GoldenEye, Pokemon Battle Revolution, Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon White 2, Pokemon version or White version 1, Super Mario 64, and South Park Rally for $25. So just absolutely stoked. Couldn't believe that that I got all that, and just combined with the whole day, just got a ton of stuff. Turned out to be just an awesome day of game chasing. I spent a lot of money, and probably a lot of these I'm just going to end up trading or probably selling, which I don't normally like to do, but I really got to make back some of my budget. So, but yeah, so just a great day for me. So very happy. I think the only one I'm missing now is Pokemon Diamond and Platinum for the DS game. So I have White, Black, Black 2, White 2, and I have Pearl. That's what I'm playing right now. But anyway, so just it's just still can't believe all this stuff. I think pretty much all these DS games. I need to put these on Facebook, and I might even make a separate video. But I think all of these are going to be for trade. The new Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Bros. 64, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, excuse me, Mario Kart, all those stuff. Those are for trade. So let me know if anyone's interested in those. Um, Not even probably some of these Pokemon games. I don't see any reason other than just collecting, but I don't really have a reason to have both black and white since they're the same game pretty much. I won't be collecting all 1,000 Pokemon there are, but I'll probably play through one or two of them. So also I have a question. What is the difference between Pokemon White, I'm showing my camera, and White version 2? I don't really know what the difference is. I could probably Google it, but I'd rather someone here on YouTube, tell me. But if anyone's interested in any of this stuff, these Zeldas and stuff probably aren't for trade, but some of these Pokemon are, and all those other DS games definitely are. Um, Let me know on Facebook or here or whatever. But thanks for tuning in. Sorry this video got long, but I was really hoping to get it all in one. But thanks again, and hopefully I have this much luck in the next video too. Thanks again.